In the next 30 minutes, we'll take you through stories from across the world. 4 people were seriously wounded in 2 knife attacks in Vienna's district. Any connection between the 2 assaults was unclear. An Afghanistani citizen was later arrested in connection with one of the attacks. No further details were immediately available. A shooting attack left 1 student dead and 2 others injured at an Alabama school. There are reports the shooting might have been accidental. Further details are awaited. Salvadorian Archbishop Oscar Romero, who was killed by a right-wing squad in 1980, will be made a Roman Catholic saint. El Salvador's government said that Archbishop Romero had left an invaluable legacy of work for the neediest, and that the canonization was a tribute to his devotion and sacrifice. The second winter storm in a week blew into New York and surrounding states on Wednesday with heavy snowfall. USA's National Weather Service said wind gusts could create near whiteout conditions for commuters. California Governor Jerry Brown has accused President Donald Trump's administration of declaring war on California. He said this after the Justice Department sued California to stop policies that protect illegal immigrants against deportation. Governor Brown has approved a bill last year which prevents police from inquiring about people's immigration status. A Nigerian court sentenced a suspected terrorist brother Charles Oka to life imprisonment for treason for his alleged involvement in twin car bombings in Abuja in 2010. The blast killed at least 10 people near an Independence Day parade. Charles Oka had pleaded not guilty at the beginning of the trial, which started 7 years ago. The International Committee of the Red Cross said families of suspected Islamic State terrorists were being increasingly cooperative. More than 1,000 wives and children have been held in Iraq since the defeat of Islamic State terrorists. Foreign aid agencies said last year they were gravely concerned about the fate of the families. The families mostly came from Turkey, France, Germany and former Soviet states. Britain's top counter-terrorism officer has said hundreds of detectives were now working to crack the case of former Russian spy Sergei Skripal and his daughter's poisoning. Both were found unconscious 2 days back. Both remain critically ill. The British authorities have said that a nerve agent was used to poison the former Russian double agent and his daughter. A Florida grand jury formally indicted Nicholas Cruz on 17 counts of premeditated murder in the first degree and 17 counts of attempted murder in the first degree for February's shooting spree at a high school in Parkland. The 19-year-old former student is accused of using a semi-automatic assault rifle to kill 17 students and faculty members. Students held a sit-in outside Senate Majority Leader Mitch McConnell's office in Washington, D.C. The students came from Virginia, Maryland and Washington, D.C. and chanted slogans against the NRA. Scores of students walked out of school in Minnesota as well, demanding a crackdown against gun violence. The Afghan town of WION hosted its 8th ski race. Around 80 people participated this year, 25 of which are young locals. A 16-year-old shepherd from the Chabdara Valley won the top prize after he finished the course in 23 minutes. British Prime Minister Theresa May welcomed Saudi Crown Prince Mohammed bin Salman to London on the first leg of a high-profile trip. The Saudi delegation met Prime Minister May and senior ministers inside Downing Street offices to launch a UK-Saudi Strategic Partnership Council, an initiative to encourage Saudi Arabia's economic reforms. Around 150 demonstrators gathered outside opposite Downing Street to protest against the visit of Saudi Crown Prince Mohammed bin Salman. Prince Salman's visit has sparked protest over Saudi Arabia's human rights record, Yemen war and Britain's sale of arms to the country. The Peruvian government has called the state of emergency after the ground opened up above a geological fault line, wreaking havoc on a small town in the Cusco region of Peru. The breach in the ground measures a total of 2 kilometers. The Musée Melol in Paris opened an exhibition showing more than 100 works of the Japanese artist Leonard Suguharu, known for paintings of women, cats and self-portraits. This exhibit draws works from the painter's life in Paris between 1913 and 1931. Police officers in various cities across Russia were stopping cars to give flowers to women. They began the celebrations a day before International Women's Day. In Sochi, police officers decided to congratulate female skiers as well and give them spring flowers. Time now to look at news from India. 11 women disfigured by acid turned models at a fashion show in Mumbai. The women ventured down the catwalk with courage and self-confidence. Globally, as many as 1,500 acid attacks are recorded every year, with more than 1,000 cases estimated to occur in India alone. Activists in Mumbai held a demonstration over imposition of 12% tax on sanitary napkins under the federal government's national tax. Protesters raised slogans and demanded sanitary napkins to be made tax-free. The women in India can afford sanitary napkins, that is, only 15% of them can. Police arrested 15 Maoists in Jharkhand on Tuesday. State Superintendent of Police said that a huge amount of arms and ammunition were also recovered from the rebels. The operation started on Sunday. Hyderabad city is sweltering under intense heat wave with temperatures rising to 39 degrees Celsius. Temperatures will rise as much as 47 degrees this summer, according to Meteorological Department in Hyderabad. Lyricist Oscar Hammerstein, too, is the only person named Oscar to win at the Academy Awards. He was co-winner of the 2 Oscar Awards in the Best Original Song category. He won his first Oscar for the song The Last Time I Saw Paris in 1942. Interestingly, actor Oscar Romero was once nominated for Best Actor at the event in 1966. The actor who plays the Mountain in Game of Thrones, Half-Poor Julius, deadlifted 472 kgs during the Arnold Strongman Classic competition to set the elephant bar deadlift world record. Julius, a 7-time Iceland's strongest man winner, went on to bag his first Arnold Strongman Classic crown, winning a cash prize of over 46 lakh rupees.